Kia ora everyone, my name is Jeff. My sign name is Jeff. I'm from here, from Dunedin. When I was a baby, I was born profoundly deaf. So fully deaf. Definitely deaf. That's all well and good. There were deaf schools for children from a young age until teenage. They were oral schools. There was no sign language. They were teaching us to listen and to speak. They were very determined that we learn lip reading. It was really hard for the kids. I don't think it worked very well. When I left school, I went travelling around New Zealand. I would meet up with deaf people who were signing. It was amazing. I wanted to learn it myself. It gave me such a beautiful understanding. It's such a clear language. It was beautiful. I really took it on board, which was amazing. Sometime later, I came back to Dunedin. I caught up with some deaf people I knew here. One of them was a girlfriend. I said, you're looking great. You're pregnant. I was like, oh, you're pregnant. Whose baby? My baby. What? You're pregnant. Wow. She was having 2 babies. 2 babies. 2 of my babies. It was a bit of a shock to the system. She gave birth to the twins, and it was fantastic watching them grow up. A while before that, I had been looking for a job, and I was working as a cleaner in a house in Wellington. I went upstairs, and I got a bit of a surprise in the toilets. There was red water in the toilet. I'd never seen something like that before. I was a bit concerned about it, so I went downstairs. And I yelled out, hey, what's going on with the upstairs toilet? There's red in the water. A woman came up to me. She said, oh, sorry, and she tapped her stomach. And I thought, what does that mean? Tum-tum? What? She walked on by. I was a bit concerned. I didn't know what the stomach tapping had to do with anything. I just really didn't know. But I didn't worry about it. I went back upstairs, cleaned up the toilet, got it all sorted. And then, by the mirror, there was this box on the shelf. I had a gaze. In the box, there was this white cloth that you could peel the back off, and it was sticky. Didn't really know what it was. It was very soft. I thought it was pretty handy. I thought maybe it's got something to do with shoes. My feet get pretty stinky. I thought maybe it could absorb the smell in my shoes. So I took my shoe off, put the piece of cloth in, patted it down, and did that with my other shoe as well. And then I put my shoes back on. Oh, well, immediately was pleased with that decision. So soft to walk on. Felt great. It was perfect. People were sitting outside one day. It was summer. It was hot. We were all looking for a way to cool down. So I took my shoes off. They're a bit smelly, so I took off my newfound insoles, and everybody stared at me and laughed. I thought, what? What's going on? They were cracking up. Is it because of the smell? I said. Is it because of the smell on my feet? And they laughed and laughed. Well, I had no idea what the laughter was about, so I went and took the insole out of my other shoe, and the laughter ensued. I was looking around them trying to figure out what they thought was so funny, and I threw them both in the rubbish. The woman that I'd spoken to before patted her stomach. It's for tum-tum. I still didn't know what that gesture meant, I let it go. When I was home in Dunedin, I was talking to my girlfriend, and I said, "Oh, do you have those white cloths?" And she's like, "These ones," and showed me a box that she had. I was like, "They're for shoes, aren't they?" And she said, "Oh, no. Well, that's what I've been using them for," I told her. "I've been putting them in there to absorb smell." She had a laugh, but she said, "No. They're for something that's going on with women's stomachs." And she explained periods to me in full. Wow, I learned something that day. "They're for women's periods," I said. Oh my god. I've been putting women's pads in my shoes for all this time. Those things are definitely for women. It was pretty mortifying. But that's what happens if you grow up and you don't understand these things. That's just one situation in life of where it's better to have more knowledge and more understanding. Yeah. The more you know, the more wonderful your life is. I'm sure there's more things I'll find out in the future. Ka kite, everyone.